friend's mean old beaut. She tucked away, all cosy in dock number 3.
What, really?
Curious?
We are.
All righty. Then please follow Sam on to port.
Alright, yeah. More orders for the lost numbers at the castle. Up for another run? No way, not this time. Getting Gondor to approve them took years off my life last time. I hate Gondor. I'm kind of wondering. It feels like... Oh, if I have to go through that thing, I'm just going to fast travel. I'm kind of wondering, based on what's just happened in the story, it feels like we might actually be really close to the end of the game. Like, more so than I thought. Noah learns about Mobius and Ouroboros from Queen Nia. The time has finally come to confront Z. Especially after reading that. It feels like we might be, like, incredibly close to the end. Like, going into the center place could either be, like, the end of the game or maybe the penultimate location before the end of the game. So now a part of me is kind of thinking, like, what if I just, like, only do the story from here on and finish the game? Part of me is considering. What do you have that's new? What the heck? Oh, this got upgraded. Yeah. Part of me is kind of wondering, like, what if I just, like, you know, just do the main story until it's done, if it really seems like we're that close. Where am I going? The Cadencia region, it said? Was it here? Yeah, way down here. Oh, because Sword March is here now. Okay, what is this? The Scavenger Force. Yeah, whatever. Do. Because I'm trying to think, like, I don't know, a part of me is like, I wouldn't mind going through some of the Ascension stories, but I'm not at the point where I'm like, I hate the game by any means. I still think this game is like, I was gonna say good, but I'd rather say fine. This game is definitely better than Xenoblade 2. I outright do not like Xenoblade 2. I think Xenoblade 2 is a bad game. I think this game is fine, maybe good, I guess depending on my mood. So part of me is like, maybe I should do more of the heroes' ascension quests and all, but also I'm like, God, it's just so much work. There's like, this game, it just feels like it goes and goes and goes, and I'm getting so worn out with it. Have Ethel undergo the maturation progress? Oh, we just, like, fast-track you to being a woman again instead of being a child? We can do that? How? You know what? Whatever. I don't know. Part of me is just, like, on one hand, I'm like, oh, I should do the other Hero Ascension quests and see their stuff or whatever. But then the other part of me is like, that's gonna take so long. I've been playing this game for so long. I just like, I want to see an ending. Some of these still have, like, question marks. They're like, and some of them are so, like, they don't actually tell you how to do it either. Like, what does this mean? Have Ethel undergo the maturation progress. Okay. How? How does one do such a thing? I don't know. It basically comes down to, like, hey, just play the game and do all the side quests. And, like, I don't want to. I've been playing this game for so long, and, like, it's just... Again, I've played other games that are just as long or longer, like Tales of Arise, or, wait, where am I going? This is not where I'm supposed to go, whoops. Like, Tales of Arise has, this is about as long as Tales of Arise was. It's coming up on that mark. I think Tales of Arise was about 80 hours, and we're at 80 hours right now. I played Persona 5 Royal, which is like 110 hours or something, and like I had a fun time with them and all, but I'm really starting to like, I feel like I'm reaching the end of my rope. And it's not like the other Xenoblade games didn't have a ton of side quests too. Like, don't get me wrong, Xenoblade 1 has a ton of side quests. But a lot of the side quests in Xenoblade 1 are literally just beat 8 of this enemy, or like get these items. And a lot of those side quests in Xenoblade 1 are either like, oh, they're whatever, just ignore them, because they literally do nothing for you other than just give you some materials and money and whatnot. Or a lot of times when you pick up a side quest in Xenoblade 1, it's like, hey, make sure you beat these like 8 enemies on your way while you're looking around or going to the next story mission, or like the actual enjoyable side quests. Or it's like, oh, I need these 10 items. Oh, you already have them? Congrats, the side quest is already done. You got nothing to worry about. And I did every single side quest in Xenoblade 1 in my playthrough, and that playthrough still was only like, I think I finished the Xenoblade 1 playthrough in about 90 hours, I think? I don't remember how long it was. But, it was just, I don't know. Xenoblade 1 was just more enjoyable. And a lot of the side quests in it were, you could ignore them if you wanted, or they were just really, like, simple. There were side quests that you could, like, ignore, basically. And they would just get done on their own over time, to an extent. This game doesn't really have that, as there have been some side quests that are like, get these materials and bring them back, which is kind of the same vein, but they just feel like so much more work in this game where you have to put your full focus to them to get them done. In Xenoblade 1, a lot of them will just kind of like happen on their own, or they'll be really quick. How do I get to this marker? There's supposed to be a way down over here, but I didn't see it. I don't know, it's just like, it's a weird thing to complain about because, you know, you want your games to have more content than less. But, is there just a way down right here that I didn't notice? Oh yeah, you can just go down right here, yeah. I don't even care about this information. My bruises have bruises and my aches have aches. Is it me, or has training been particularly vicious lately? With the Ouroboros around, I guess they're expecting Mobius to get more rowdy too. There can't be that many Mobius left, we've killed so many of them. But anyways, just,
This is something decent,
I don't know.
right?
It also does feel like, someone said this in chat earlier, but I think it was during cutscenes or like during a Mobius fight, so I didn't comment on it. But someone in chat was saying that they didn't think the character development was all that good in this game because there were just too many characters. And I kind of agree. There are like, you have all of the heroes, first of all, which there are so many of them. Like, how many heroes? 1, 2, 3, this is rows of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 16. 16 heroes. You have the 6 main characters. You have all of the Mobius villains. You have, like, Yorin and stuff, and then Mobius D, and then Mobius XYZ. You've got the queens. You've got some of the other side characters that aren't as important. Like, what was Ethel's right-hand man called? What was his name? I feel like Ethel's right-hand man, whose name I can't even remember. It was, like, a weird one. I feel like he's gotten a lot more character development than a lot of the heroes in this game. But, like, there's just, like, there's so much. There's way too much. I don't know, I feel like Xenoblade 1, despite also being an insanely long game, or like Persona 5 Royal, despite being very long, or Tales of Arise, which was a very long game, they were just all so much more, like, focused. Like, the way that this game is presented and the way that you go about getting, like, doing the side quests and everything else, it just feels, I don't know. It just feels so much more bloated, for lack of a better word. It's just not as enjoyable as the pacing. The pacing is just... By the way, I'm going to normal mode because boss fights take way too long. Like I said I was during the D and J fight. But just, like, it takes so long. It feels so bloated compared to not even just Xenoblade 1, but just other video games I've played in general. Like I've been saying, Persona 5, Tales of Arise. Those are the two main examples I have because those games are also insanely long. But I mean, it also feels bloated compared to like other shorter Tales of games I've played. The Kingdom Hearts franchise, etc., etc. Just...
So where's the place Mr. Salmon
It's
told
right
us
in
about?
there. It's right in there, but I'm trying to
First
finish
we
my
go into the
thoughts.
control room, apparently.
But, again, like, I don't, like, hate this game. I hate Xenoblade 2. I don't hate this game. Like, this game is, like, I don't know. I would say it's good. I still think it's, at best, like, a 7 out of 10 game. But the longer and longer this keeps going, and the longer I keep playing it and running into these fights that start to feel tedious, and it just never seems to have an end, the less I start to like it. So, you know. It's just really, really starting to drag for me at this point. So about this dock number 3. Ship is culmination of life ambition, so if anything happens, Simone die of heart fracture. That why she hidden sneaky-like. It's just a door. Is that where you're keeping it? Yeah, it's real hidden, dude. You put it behind a door. Dock number 3, right this way, please. Someone take you. I was wondering for a second, like, was that a hidden wall or something? No, that's a door. It looks different from the rest of the wall. It opens like a door, and it has a pathway leading to it. That's not sneaky at all.
So this is it. The ship that can conquer the Great Sea's vortex.
Sweet! You
What
got it
was that?
already, too.
It's like a different beast from what we've been using.
I'd venture to call it a masterwork. There's a real sense of power behind this craft.
Please not to get garments in twist. This is just hull.
Just the hull.
Key elements of engine not quite ready yet. Ship without engine is like torpedo wrap without filling of tasty sausage.
That crime against cuisine! Torpedo wrap without tasty sausage like ship without engine!
Mr. Salmon, what is it the engine needs?
To be precise, just need core component. Is this part here, and still need 6 more to make. Unfortunately, only have this one here.
I've seen that metal before. It's the same as Noah's sword, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Also, it's same as metal that go inside fancy eye patches of lost numbers. Friends know eye patches block Mobius tracking, surely?
Yeah, we heard that from Monica.
That because eye patch emits special wavelengths. This here shows sources of such waves. Points of light on map indicate where metal can be located. But Salmon could not visit. Every place is fearsome scary.
Can't you just use the metal from the eye patches?
Those important equipment for lost numbers, so no can do. And even if could, metal is stretched into thin foil, making total amount not sufficient.
That's a shame.
Mio, look over here.
Yeah, the Cloud Keep. It's that thing that the Queen had.
Mr. Salmon, so if we got you 6 more, you could complete the ship.
Naturally. With that can make ship with power and defense that weather any storm or hole in sea.
How long would it take to build?
We'll give it 3 days, tops.
Wow, that's real snappy.
Good, as time is of the essence.
All right, let's crack on. Yeah. Mr. Salmon, don't you worry. We'll get you your parts.
Meh.
So we gotta, like, collect the Chaos Emeralds now to go save Melia? Wait, hold Ponios. Someone thinks someone deserves some kind of explanation. Alright, here's the thing. Yeah, there you go. Now someone get it, so friends want to use ship. Well then, that only mean one thing. To make friends search for core parts easier, someone must update data from previously. How's that? Data derived from observed source could only show broad strokes position, but now Samon will make data more precise. Currently, can only constrain to area of about 2,000 square metri, whatever. But with bit more elbow grease, should be able to increase accuracy to within 200. That's good, right? This will be a walk in the park then. Indeedy do. It might take us less time than I'd anticipated. Right. Mr. Samon, sir, you're sort of our hero right now. Mostly your mustache. So, friends currently have any ideas? Definitely, we know who has the part in the Adia region. We should go there now. Splendid. Then while friends... itinerate? Itinerate. Samon will analyze remaining locations. We'll send details when ready. Hope friends excited. Okay, so we're going straight back to Nia. Thank you, Mr. Simone. Alright then, let's get going. Yeah, first stop, the Cloud Keep. The ultimate vessel. Let's get it.
Huh? This is new.
Back to the Cloud Keep. I think another thing I don't like is the villains aren't that good outside of D. D was good for what he is. I wouldn't even really put D as being like an amazing villain, but he was really good for like his purpose. I wouldn't ever put him in like, oh, my top favorite villains of all time, I feel like. I wouldn't really do that with Mumkar either from Xenoblade 1, but he served his specific role as a villain incredibly well, just like Mumkar did. Can I fast travel straight up there? I can. But I mean, like, I don't really think any of these villains stand out as of now compared to, like, Eggle or Zanza or Dixon. I love Eggle, Zanza, and Dixon.
I didn't expect we'd be going back to meet the Queen again so soon.
Hey.
What? Why are you here again? What? What?
Oh.
Hey?
Huh?
The Gears of Origin. What fate that they would be the ones to guide you.
Ouroboros and the Sword of the End have. They brought us this far, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I understand. Well, in that case, I will gladly concede it. You knew we'd be coming back though, right? It was all a part of your grand design, yeah?
No.
The future must be sculpted with one's own hands. Something like that? Right, certainly. The future isn't something you can just be given. You do have to reach for it. With your own hands, yes.
Nia hasn't been the same since Rex turned her down.
Well, that's the first. 5 left to go.
A promising start.
Yeah, could be worse. Keep going like this, and job done.
Thank you, Majesty. I promise you, we won't waste this gift.
Wait a moment. How will you access Origin, even with the ship?
I mean...
We're gonna plunge into the Great Sea's vortex. And after that, Origin is protected on every side by thick armor plating. You think you'll find a berth? I guess, maybe?
For starters, we don't even know Origin's general schematic. We're going in blind.
Take this.
What's this?
Is this Origin?
It's the Death Star.
A certain Nopon engineer was involved on the Agnian side of Origin's construction. That's an early blueprint left behind from those days. The Great Sea's vortex is likely born from the force field emitted by this middle part, amplified by the structure built up around the circumference.
No.
That would be my best guess, anyway.
No.
As for the original purpose of the structure, it was a device to deploy a field to protect the facility while it generated an omni-static space. Consequently, this middle section here, it lacks the armored shell, making it Origin's only weak point.
No.
So then, basically, this is our entrance.
Enter the vortex, and then using its flow, break through to the inside. Once you are within, destroy the force field generator at the center. That's the trick.
Yes, I see.
However, the internal structure of Origin may well have been heavily modified by Zed. Even after you make it in, you must be on your guard.
Understood. We'll be fully prepared.
Huh. You gotta hand it to the Queen, though. How could anyone know all that?
Shocking, I know.
Absolutely. I simply cannot believe this.
Come on, you lot. Make your minds up already, will you?
If Neo was saying that, I think his name is Tora, was the one who helped
By
him...
the way,
Stop interrupting me!
after you met up with Em, you were sleeping here all this time, right?
Yes.
So then, how did you know we'd become Ouroboros? You seem to know what had happened at the castle as well.
Even as I sleep, I learn. Information on everything in this world collects right here.
Thank you so much for all this. I promise you, we will seize the future.